Hey everybody, welcome to Tamriel Tuesdays.
Dang it.
We are here in the Dark Sanctuary. We're going to talk to Ochiva.
I wonder where Ochiva is. Does anybody see where Ochiva is?
To get our next dark contract.
Oh, there she is.
So, are you ready to mingle with the doomed house
Oh
guests?
my god.
This is like the one that like inspired us to go and do this playthrough of the Dark Brotherhood.
Yeah, we should definitely save it and maybe play it through a couple different ways.
Okay, yeah, we will. You want to accept it right now, though?
Do we have anything else to do?
Yeah.
Oh.
No, I mean, no.
Okay, then let's...
Do you like parties? Because you've been invited to one. Of course, you'll be killing all the other guests. Are you ready to attend? Splendid. You need to go to the city of Skingrad, to the large house known as Summit Mist Manor. There, you will meet up with 5 very unlucky guests. In order to receive your bonus, you must kill each guest secretly, one by one. If anyone sees you committing murder, the bonus is forfeit. The guests believe there is a chest of gold hidden in the house, and have agreed to be locked inside until one of them finds it. In fact, the guests believe the key to the manor is inside the chest, and only by satisfying their greed will they be allowed to leave. Poor fools. There is, of course, no chest of gold. The guests will find no key. After you arrive, the doors will be locked behind you, as everyone expects. When all the guests lie dead, you will be free to leave. Now go. See the doorman at Summit Mist Manor. He will explain the rest. Have fun.
Yeah.
Each guest, at some point in the past, wronged their mysterious host. Now, he's hired us to exact his revenge.
This is more or less the premise
Go
of
now
the
to your
Agatha
family
Christie
member
book,
may
and then there were none.
wrap you in
Oh,
a
okay.
cold, loving embrace.
Which, was that like the thing that started like the Whodunit murder mystery?
I believe so. And I just recently
what
read
you're
it
thinking.
last year.
Gogron,
Maybe it was earlier this year. It all kind of blends together.
if you really plan on killing the guests one by one, make sure that when you strike hard. Don't want anyone running for help, do you? Happy hunting, my sister.
Yeah, this is going to be exciting because this is like when I think of like my favorite side quests in games.
This is it. Yeah, this is number 1 for me. Schemer!
Schemer!
Oh,
Scheme.
poor buddy got back from the vet. Had a tooth extracted.
Oh gosh. Some pervert.
Hello, dearest sister. Is there something I... Remember, you must make the other guests feel comfortable. Make them like you. Make them trust you. Then bathe in their blood.
She
Good luck,
has
sister.
like a way
I
of
hope you don't get
laughing without
killed.
ever moving your lips.
I mean,
It's a talent.
well, you know.
Ventriloquist.
Hail, my
It'd be great if we could bring Schemer along with us.
Yeah, only if Schemer couldn't die.
Like a dark gift. Well, the key to successfully completing this contract is effectively blending in with the other guests. So, for Sith's sake, do not wear your hood.
I'd like that bit of advice, but the guests actually don't care.
Yeah.
Unless the hood has a charisma draining.
I don't think it does.
Remember the pretenses under which the guests are there. They will be suspicious. You must be as effective an actor as you are a killer. It would be a good idea to talk to each guest and appeal to their good disposition. Remember, if they really like you, they may open up to you. You should dress appropriately. The Deceiver's Finery, your recent quest reward, would serve this purpose nicely. If you earned it, that is.
Which might be, like, this might be slightly more difficult because I think Dark Elves have low charisma.
Oh, yeah. Well, and then also we have those scales of justice, which lower our personality.
Oh, yeah. Maybe drop it off here.
It will, like, disappear, though, I think.
Oh, will it?
Yeah. Remember, like, one time I came and dropped off a bunch of stuff here, and it erased forever.
Okay, well, how about if we're having trouble convincing people in the manor, we can just put it in a chest there and pick it up before we go?
Yeah. I mean, the scales aren't even that good. We could just sell it.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm so excited that we're here.
Yeah, this is like the moment we've been waiting for.
Yeah, I mean, for years and years and years, since this game was new, we've been talking about the idea of fleshing this quest out into it's in like just one game. Mm-hmm. You know, a whodunit murder mystery, but you're the killer, so you're finding inventive ways of knocking off everybody and playing them off each other.
For max RP, I'm just like unequipping weapons.
Okay.
Let's see, what do the scales do exactly? Come on.
Probably increase sneak.
How can I look at what it does? I guess we could just go ahead and look at what's being drained. Nothing.
Nothing. Oh, then never mind. Oh, maybe
This balances it out.
Yeah.
Alright, well,
Maybe that's even why they made a special item.
Whodunit?
Whodunit? And it's a shame that Elder Scrolls and Bethesda and any of the, have never been this creative or inventive again. Mm-hmm.
I mean, I would be happy if it was just an exact repeat, like just like some new characters with different dialogue,
Yeah.
Like the structure was exactly the same.
Well met. Anytime.
I like Skin Grab.
Yeah. Looks kind of like
Misty.
Yeah. So we'll save it right here over a couple different files.
I don't even remember. Oh, I remember the context there.
Yeah,
she's sleeping next to a dead body. Got it.
Oh, well, it's not a dead body.
Oh,
yet.
a soon-to-be dead body. Bleak. Morbid. Macabre.
Okay.
Shall we?
We shall.
So the last guest finally arrives. I'll tell you what I told all the
Fafnir.
others. You go in,
Oh.
I lock the door. You don't come out until it's over. Now I'll tell you what I didn't tell everyone else. We have the same mother, you and I. And she wants you to have this. It's the key to the house. I guess someone else has already told you the other details. Kill all the guests, then leave, right? Well, you better get in there. Time to mingle. I think Adriana Barrena is the ranking mage at the Mages Guild in town.
You can say that the Dark Brotherhood people seem like they have fun.
Go.
Yeah.
Socialize.
They're having a good time. Like some of the other guilds,
Yeah.
like high tension, high stakes.
The sixth guest has finally arrived. Well, it's about time. Do you know how long we've been waiting? It seems like an age. Whoever invited us here must at least know us, don't you think? In any event, we're all stuck here together, so we might as well get acquainted. The rest of us have already traded introductions. I'm Matilda Petite. The others are Nels the Naughty, Neville, Devisi Dran, and Primo Antonius. Now, who might you be? Please, tell us a little bit about yourself.
I guess what's that? Those Vita games, the adventure ones, the
Danganronpa.
Danganronpa is a little bit like
Yeah, a little bit. But then, like, Danganronpa just has its own problems.
Okay, so we're character playing here. It's like normally, like our assassin would just say nothing, but like we're here to
Mingle.
We're here to mingle. Do you want to just for structure's sake, we go around, talk to everybody without convincing them first? Just kind of the face they present, and then sort of, and then
yeah, okay.
then try to dig deeper. Okay.
Oh, you poor dear. Well, this does make things difficult for me. I want to find the gold as much as anyone, but you need it so much more than I do.
Okay, well, let's find out
The
what she
little
thinks.
dark elf. She seems a nice enough girl. But to be perfectly honest, I've never trusted.
We're a dark elf lady. Okay, so this is
So because it didn't darken out, the Dovisi Dran didn't darken out, it means that she has more to say if she liked us better.
yeah. Do we want to do that first, or oh, you said no?
Yeah,
just-
let's just hit all of them and then.
I'll have you know the Petites are one of High Rock's oldest and most respected
Oh,
noble
someone's here.
families.
Who is it?
Oh, it's Mom.
You want a guest star, Mom?
Oh, see you, Mom. Okay.
Sorry about that, everybody. We'll listen back to this one again. It got
That's
interrupted.
right, it's
here.
a Breton name. I'll have you know the Petites are one of High Rock's oldest and most respected noble families.
Okay, so like she's a social climber, you know, but notice that had just grayed out
Yeah.
there. So she likes us enough to let
He's
us
a
know that.
Nord. Mead swilling barbarians, all of them. From what I gathered, he's a retired soldier. He's been all across the Empire fighting in various campaigns. Goodness, he's handsome. He's young, well-educated, and obviously full of himself. Not much different than any young nobleman, really.
Okay, so you
All
want to
right.
just go talk to everybody
I guess
first.
I'd
Yeah,
stop.
and then we'll cycle
That
back
gold's not good.
and convince them to give us the skinny on what they really think. Maybe I used the wrong varieties of Deidre.
It's kind of interesting that like this Daedra book is,
It has a shrine.
yeah.
So here we all are. Certainly is a nice house.
I can't quite decide where I should look. I don't want to break
Oh,
anything.
PS3
But
kicked
it's
in.
Quite
gold.
decide.
Hello, I'm Dovesi. I'm very pleased to meet you. Now that you're here, we can really start looking for that chest of gold. What I mean to say is, before you arrived, we all just sort of glanced around a bit. Now that we're all officially here, we can look in earnest. Not much to tell about me, really. I'm from Morrowind originally, but my family moved to Valenwood a few years ago. Well, I really don't know her, but she seems like a very respectable old lady. I wonder what makes him so naughty. He seems nice enough to me. He's a very serious man, but I guess that's normal for a retired soldier.
Very political answers.
Yeah.
He's very handsome, but please don't tell him I said so.
So, we're starting to get the idea here. So, like, so Dovisi Dran, Dark Elf, who,
Like a younger woman has a little birthright.
Matilda Petite,
Is part of some like old noble family that doesn't matter anymore.
Nels Lanati is some drunken Nord. Neville is a former Imperial Guard. Imprimo
Antonius
is some young nobleman
right.
who's kind of narcissistic.
yes.
Here we
Right
go.
here.
Finally showed up. It's about time. People of my station are not accustomed to waiting.
Actually, he looks like you when you were 13.
She's quite beautiful, isn't she? A little young, perhaps, and not exactly highborn, but she possesses a unique elegance.
It's got my same
An
lips.
old woman. She's quite a pest, really.
Hair.
I think she's gotten it into her head that I need mothering or something. She is sorely mistaken. There's something about Nels I can't quite place. He's not for money, that's obvious, but I don't think he's quite the buffoon he seems either. He reminds me of the guards under my father's employ, strict, no nonsense, and ready to fight at a moment's notice. It's a regal name from a rather regal family. Indeed, my father owns more property than the East Empire Company.
My dad works for Nintendo.
No idea where that chest might be.
You're going to the yacht club.
Good is mine.
Well, hello there.
Nils.
Nels is my name. Some call me naughty, but don't you believe it. Dovisi is a
Styling your hair
sweet
like
young
that.
lass.
Pretty much
She
do.
reminds me of someone I knew. But perhaps we should talk about something else.
Ooh,
Kind of stuck
foreshadowing.
up, that one. Right before you got here, I told her the funniest joke about an Argonian maid. She didn't even crack a smile.
I like Nils.
Yeah.
Ah, don't let the name fool you. I had a bit too much mead a few years back, and there was this tavern wench. Anyway, just call me Nels.
Kind of reminds me of Sully from Uncharted.
Yeah.
Once
Man
an
of many
Imperial Legion
stories.
bulldog, always an Imperial Legion bulldog. I've seen his kind before. He cares about laws and regulations, not people.
And in the few, like, little, tidbits that are coming out, it's like a story is forming for each of the people. Like, you can infer about their history.
And their connections. Like, you can tell that Dovisi Dran and Primo have maybe something kind of going on. And then there's this rivalry between Nels and Neville. And then Nels, like, has some sort of, there's more to tell about his connection, or at least what he thinks of Dovisi, and like it's starting to, all of them have these relationships with each other.
And like saying this is that when you start to dismantle the web, like you, for your own, like, enjoyment sounds weird, but yes, enjoyment, to pick them off, to cause something to happen between the people remaining, to play them off of each other.
That seems like a nice enough kid. A little too rich for his own good, maybe, but I've met worse. All right, then. I guess I better start looking.
So we have, is Neville the last?
Ah, yes.
Talk to me,
the
bro.
6th guest. I'm Neville. It's nice to make your acquaintance.
She's really happy to see
She's a
you.
dark elf. What, you blind as well as dumb? What's your interest in the old woman? You'd do well to keep your questions to yourself. Why don't you and that barbarian climb back under your rock? I'm a Red Guard, though I've never actually been to Hammerfell. I was born here in Cyrodiil. My family has been in the Legion for 3 generations. He's young, rich, and handsome. That's way out of your league, tramp.
Wow.
Thanks, Dick.
All right, so we've talked to everybody.
Let's go find the old gal again.
But the chest of gold could be hidden.
Have you spoken to the other?
And there's a lot of colored or dialogue that they share between them, but I mean, it's okay. Do you want me to work this?
Sure. Joe always wants to do the bribe mini game. Where the
Yeah. That's just talk. Yeah. What a wonderful. No, you do me too much honor. Is that? Don't make me laugh. No, laugh. Oh, please. Sure, that good. You're wasting your breath.
I'm not nearly as good as
Sure,
I
that's
I thought.
What a. You're full of it. You're wasting. Sure, that's cute. You're wasting. No, you're full of it. Black. Good one.
Shit.
Oh, please.
Nope, we're done.
Okay.
I see.
Okay, this should probably
Personally,
be
I
enough.
think she's a little floozy. She's been eyeing young Primo Antonius, probably smells his wealth.
Okay, so yeah, the claws are coming out now that she's comfortable with
that
us.
man disgusts me. I find his entire manner offensive. Why, just before you got here, he told me the most awful of a joke about an Argonian maid. Well, if I can be perfectly honest with you, I find Neville quite attractive. Red Guards are so exotic, don't you think? It's obvious that young Primo comes from wealth. A chest full of gold would be mere spending change for him.
Okay.
Something that I find great about this
Alright,
too
I guess I'd better
is
start looking.
like you
That
just have to
gold's
kill
not
these
gonna
people. If
find
you
us.
wanted, you could just pull out your sword and just start swinging, you know.
Can't quite
Right.
decide where I should
Or
look.
you can like
I don't want to
put
break
all of
anything,
yourself
but
into
just
like
gold could
this
be hidden.
manipulation game with them.
Where I should
Which
look.
is
I
like
don't wanna
what the
break
killer
it,
would be go
but the
through in
chest
an
of gold
Agatha
could be
Christie
hidden.
whodunit
This
mystery.
is all so all right.
Okay, want me to work it or you got it?
Real. Don't.
I'll try
That's
it.
just not funny. Blah blah blah. What a
Does she
bore.
like this one?
No.
It's an
Okay, yeah, top and bottom.
goodness. What can I say? You got a point. No, you do me too much. What? You're full of it. You're. It's a. Really now, you're such
Nice.
a charmer.
It's probably enough.
Honestly,
Okay.
I don't think she likes me. It's because I'm a Dunmer. I heard her say something to Neville, and it wasn't very nice.
Dunmer are dark elves, everybody. Just
Yeah.
if you don't know.
Every now and then he looks over at me and smiles. I think he's sweet on me. If Nels finds the gold, maybe he'll want some
And this is
of
extra
it.
funny when you find out what Nels thinks.
Yeah. Well, and it also kind of is like that's a little bit revealing about hers. It's like,
Maybe
well,
she has
if
a floozy.
well, if he finds if he gets the money, well, you know, maybe I'll kind of hang out with him for a little bit. You know, it's like not because you actually think he's a nice person, or would you ever if he didn't have any money, but
Well, I think she's kind of sweet on him a little bit, but like,
Yeah.
you know, if he didn't have money, it didn't mean anything.
He's a retired soldier. But not just a soldier. He was an officer in the Imperial Legion. I hate the Legion and everything it stands for. When those soldiers came to Morrowind, they persecuted my people and stole our lands. Neville may not be in the Legion anymore, but who knows what atrocities he committed.
Yeah, very interesting to know.
It's pretty obvious that Primo comes from a wealthy family. He would never be interested in a girl like me, I'm afraid.
yeah, this is kind of like starting to get into some manipulation stuff here.
Yeah, let's say nothing for right now. Unless that's the threatening option.
Well, thanks for listening.
Oh.
I know I'm just being a silly little girl, but the heart wants what it wants, as they say.
Okay.
Oh yes, maybe we'll...
All right.
Well, here we all are. It's funny how much... All right.
Okay, bottom right. The right and bottom.
Okay.
Don't. Please, I'm sorry. Sure, that's cute. You're full of it. I'm not... Whatever you want.
I screwed that one up.
You're a...
Yeah.
Don't-
For everybody watching, there's also a time limit.
Excessive.
You're
Jeez.
losing influence.
I thought the top was good.
No, it's the right and bottom.
Okay, I'm sorry. That
Was
was my
that
bad.
supposed to
I kept thinking the top was
Yeah.
good for some reason.
Was
I mean,
that
most
supposed to
most of
be
the
a
time it is. I think this guy's just weird.
Yeah. Whatever
He
you
likes
want.
joking and coercing.
Coercing,
You're...
right?
Yes.
I don't
Yes,
know,
whatever
Rob.
you
To
say.
coerce, of course.
Coerce?
Was that so... Not... No more. Not... Don't be silly. Can I be
'Kay.
honest with you, my friend? I find Dovisi captivating. She possesses a beauty beyond compare. Maybe you could do me a favor. If you speak with her, put in a good word for me, would you? I would be forever in your debt.
Okay, so like she has like thinks she's beneath his station, but he's like already taken with her.
Yeah.
So yeah. Dynamics.
Something that I like here too is like just the organization. That list of names always stays the same. Mm-hmm. So like just keeping it all straight in your head. It's like okay, and like each of them have like enough of a distinct characteristic to remember. Dark Elf, Old, Nord, Imperial, Legion, and Rich Kid.
Yeah.
Like
Apparently, the poor old woman thinks she's from a well-to-do family. Truth is, I have servants with more nobility in their blood than her.
Nels is a drunk. He doesn't even try to hide that fact. But what else is he? When the liquor is dried, what remains of the man? I think Nels drinks to forget. Maybe about some tragedy in his life. He plays the buffoon, but I sense...
Surprisingly poetic.
Yeah. And like, also like, what's the word? Like, tuned in to like...
Empathetic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know he's a retired Imperial Legion officer. Apparently, he's been in campaigns all across the
Oh, Skyrim tomorrow wins, so maybe that...
I also get the sense that he's very eager to find the gold. Can't imagine his life of servitude to the Empire left him with much to retire on. I have a good idea where that chest might be.
I can't quite decide where I should look.
Good as mine.
So
I don't
Neville
want to break anything,
and
but the chest of
Nels.
gold could be hidden anywhere.
Nels was back there.
Where?
No, go up. He was drinking there in the dining room.
Oh, there he is.
You walked right past
I'll
him.
let you in on a little secret. If I...
He's gonna get a tavern.
Go ahead.
So bottom.
No more. You're frightening me.
I think this one too. He likes jokes.
Oh, okay.
Don't be
Alright.
silly. Yeah, I get you're,
Yeah, and it's also like really
Whatever-
great because
was
you
that
get to
supposed to
know
be a
and sort of
compliment?
like these people.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. You're pathetic. Don't. Whatever you want. That's not
Nice.
bad. Let me confide something in you, my friend. Dovisi is
Oh.
the spitting image of my own daughter. Her skin is darker, of course, but that sweet face. My daughter was killed, you see, a few years back by bandits. I'm sorry. Please forgive a father's heavy heart.
Yeah, so like that's like extra.
Yeah. Well,
And like her interest in Nels is like, oh, like here's like an older man, he finds a gold, like I'm gonna spend some time with this guy, and he's
Yeah.
like, oh, it reminds me of my daughter who's gone.
yeah.
You know, but you know the facade that people just put up in life keeps them from like really connecting. Mm-hmm. And we're sort of seeing that in action in this story vignette.
Also with Nels, it's like we have to keep in mind like all of these people somehow wronged this guy, the person who threw this
yeah.
party, have wronged this person in such a way that he thinks they deserve to be murdered.
Well, maybe he's just like a fucking asshole.
Yeah,
like
I guess.
I mean, of course he is, but I mean, the thing is these people lead lives in which they could probably cross any number of people. And
Yeah.
like, you know, Nels told like an off-color joke at some social gathering and offended or embarrassed the not the killer, but the person who put the hit out, you know.
You should have seen the old biddy trying to talk to young Primo Antonius. She may be a noble, but he looked down on her like a scullery maid.
Very observant.
I will confide something in you, my friend. I despise Neville and all his Imperial Legion ilk. They are useless, uncaring tools of corruption. 3 years ago, my village in Skyrim was attacked by bandits. We went to the nearby Imperial Legion outpost, but they refused to help us. My dear, sweet daughter, Olga, was killed that day. She was murdered, and the Legion would do nothing to help her. Neville and his kind are scum.
Yep.
And giving like a greater context, connecting even further why he maybe hates Neville, and then also like, yeah, tying that into his admiration for Dovisi.
Primo is
Yeah.
young and rich. I can sense a good, decent person in there somewhere. He just has to get his priorities straight.
And
All right, then. I
you know,
guess I better start
you can see
looking.
that
Gold's not going to find itself.
that maybe Nels and Primo could have been friends, you know, without their stations getting in the way, you know,
Yeah.
because they kind of like have a innate understanding of each other's sort of where they are. And Neville is interesting too, as we'll
Why
find
don't
out
you just
here.
back off? Make it quick.
Oh man, he really hates us.
I accept. You're full of it. Don't, please. I'm sorry.
Seems like a lot of the people here
That's pretty
like the joke and coerce.
Yeah, whatever. That's a bit
I wouldn't
excessive,
take
don't you think?
Neville for somebody who would like jokes.
I accept.
Yeah.
I have no. Yeah, I get it. I accept. I have. Don't be silly. You're a big, fat. Davisi is a dark elf. They call themselves Dunmer. When I was young,
Fort
spent some time
Moonmoth.
stationed on Fort Moonmoth, on their homeland of Morrowind. I have great respect for the Dunmer people. They are strong and noble and generally understand the importance of law and discipline. Unfortunately, Davisi doesn't seem to like me very much, but I don't blame her. The young ones tend to have problems with authority figures. If I may be honest, I feel a bit sorry for the old woman. She comes from a noble family, I'm sure, but seems a lot less well off than she should be. You know what I think? I think that barbarian will do anything to get his hands on the chest of gold. His kind are greedy and vicious. All of them. Trust me, I know. I was stationed at Fort Frostmoth for a few years
Fort
on the
Frostmoth?
Isle of Solstein. Those Nords are a bunch of animal-worshipping savages. They're all the same, full of meat and something to prove. We lost a lot of good men up there. A lot of good men.
So yeah, he's name dropping like cool locations from other games.
Yeah, Morrowind in particular.
Yeah.
I'll confess that I have no idea why Primo is here. The kid's got more wealth than the rest of us combined. He sure doesn't need a chest of gold. Maybe he's incredibly greedy, but I don't think so. My guess is that Primo is so bored he simply has nothing better to do.
Yeah.
Okay, so now decision making, and I'll save it here.
Okay. And, you know, and there's probably no reason to repeat all of that for the watcher or our viewers. So if we're trying this all sorts of different ways, this is the
Okay, so you want to save it over this other one too?
sure.
Okay.
Unless we want to keep that for ourselves.
Yeah, that
That's
might
it
just be for us.
Yeah, that's just for us.
Well, how about we just save over then this one too?
Okay.
That's our own personal save that we'll do what we like with it.
It's sort of like the cooking mini game in Suikoden 2. It's always
Yeah.
good just to have a save ready to
cook
or to kill.
Hello there.
Sorry.
All right.
Ninja Jacob and I have competing interests.
Ooh, gold. I found it, everybody. All right, so now the decision making. So basically for everybody wondering, and we'll do this a couple different ways, maybe split across a couple episodes, or maybe we'll keep playing and through the Dark Brotherhood, and then like at the end we'll do a special bonus or something. Well, I don't know. We'll figure it out. But
so like to make it interesting, who do you feel like needs to go first?
Whoa, very hard.
Ooh. Maybe while you're doing that, we can pick our first victim.
Yeah, so you start talking it through, Joe, because I gotta
so for the so like nobody's expecting the first murder here except for us. Who would cause the biggest reaction with the remaining guests? Oh, lame.
I mean, yeah, so I kind of like how Nell's thing plays out, you know, like leaving
here
Nell's
you
and
are.
Devesi. Like, there's some that we've never tried before, though, too, you know, like, do we want to do one that we've never tried? Like,
Yeah, let's do it.
Like, I don't think we've ever left the old woman to the last, you know?
Okay. So,
But I feel like she's less interesting.
maybe she's
I can't
not.
quite decide where I should look. I don't
Okay.
want to
But I guess we do have,
but
like,
the chest
viewers.
of gold could be hidden anywhere.
Let's,
Where I should look.
We
I
could
don't
do
want to break
Primo
anything, but the chest of gold could be hidden
first.
anywhere.
Because, yeah, I guess it's like...
I mean, they give you an opening is that we can tell the young gal to meet the rich guy upstairs alone in a room, that makes her an easy victim. Because we have to do this in secret.
Hello
we
there.
need to like corner them somewhere.
I mean, we could do it right now to the Primo, you know. Like,
Yeah. Do you want to just kill Primo now?
Do you want to?
Or do we want to tell What's-Her-Face to meet Primo and then kill him before she can meet him for a like dynamic...
Ooh.
like,
maximum sabotage.
I know. Like, it's like, I thought we were going to be a thing.
Where is she? She's still back here.
You seem like a... It's pretty obvious that Primo comes...
Not true. He told me he likes you.
He did? Oh my goodness, what should I do? Should I talk to him? Or maybe play hard to get? Or should I, or would that be too forward?
Go to his room, wait for him there.
Oh,
Okay.
you think so? I mean, it is rather...
So, I mean, I think they expect her to be the first victim.
I'll wait
Because
for
she's
him
the
in his room
easiest, or
upstairs.
Neville, because
Yeah.
he's
Thank
also
you,
goes off
thank
and just
you.
like ducks out.
Yeah.
I have a good idea where that
But
just
let's
might
subvert
be.
that and kill the rich kid
That goes
first.
as-
Although it would be kind of interesting, like narratively, because you were wondering like which one would be the most, like affect the most instantly. Like this, killing her first would affect Primo and Nels,
Yeah.
but we'll go kill Primo.
Yeah. I mean, I think the,
Just so exciting.
yeah. I mean, it's a perverse thrill, for sure. Okay, sneaky feet, creaky feet.
What?
What am I doing here? Okay, nobody saw that. All right. You fleece him? Okay. Let's see what everybody says.
Have you heard, my friend? One of our fellow guests has been murdered. This bodes ill for our stay and our search for the gold.
News travels fast.
Let me tell you something. If anyone thinks they're going to hurt that poor dark elf girl, they're going to have to get through me first. It seems she's upset about the murder, but there's something else. It's almost like she's glad there's less competition for the gold.
So yeah, and as like the story changes dynamically around
Yeah.
who is dying.
I really have to wonder where Neville was when someone was getting slaughtered just a few rooms away. Maybe he was busy looking for the chest of gold. Or maybe he was right next to the victim with his hand on the hilt of a dagger. Think about it.
Yeah, starting to blame people. Like everybody's gonna have their own person they suspect.
And because everybody likes us a whole lot, because we'd sweet talk them, we're the least, they suspect us the least.
Primo being here made no sense. Whoever our host is, why would he invite someone who didn't even need the money? It's as if we were invited for another reason altogether. Think about it. We're trapped in this house with no way out, and now people start dying. I think poor Primo was tricked, just like the rest of us. If we're not careful, we'll
And
end up
Nell's
dead,
pretty
too.
perceptive.
You mark
Yeah.
my words.
Can you roll a perception check, please, Nels?
It'd be smart to stay with the rest of the group. It's just not
And then an
safe to
agility
go
check.
wandering off alone
And
with a
then,
killer on the loose.
A cannon check.
Yeah. Pretty much just as many checks until you end up just doing what I wanted you to do in the first place.
Yeah, that's the
You
best
all
way
right?
to run role-playing games.
Why? Why would someone do this? The taking of a life is against every principle I hold dear. It's something I just can't understand.
They're talking about us.
Sweetie. It's like, don't say sweetie. Well, I'll be over soon enough.
I think that's the creepy.
Yeah.
Like
Menacing.
we show our hand too much. I think that would be showing our hand.
Alright, say nothing or sweetie, you should go get some rest.
Go get some rest. They want her
Yes.
to die first, which makes me not want
This whole
to.
thing has taken quite a bit out of me. I think I'll go to my room for a bit.
I think
and get
the
some
most
sleep.
aft is if you leave her and the Nord to the very end, you know,
Oh.
because he'll never suspect us. And then so it's this weird daughter stuff.
Yeah.
That's just really aft.
I mean, it all is.
Please, sweetie, stay close to me. The killer might strike again, whoever he or she is.
You know, if we stop and think about this, like, to project yourself onto these characters, this is really fucked up.
Yeah.
This would be really frightening.
Yeah, it would. I'd like be trying to get out the windows, you know.
That little tramp is as guilty as sin, you hear me? She's the killer, and if we don't keep our eyes on her, she'll do it again. You think Nels might be the killer? Well, he plays the buffoon, but it could all be an act. He's an Ord, and they're such a savage,
racism.
uncivilized people.
Casual racism.
Neville has a strong sense of justice, I can tell. If we find out who the killer is, he'll take care of things.
Okay, and that's
if you know what I
telling
mean.
you can manipulate
I just
Neville.
can't believe he's dead. He was like a young, beautiful prince. I hope whoever did this can live with themselves.
You can manipulate Neville.
Yeah, if
You'll be smart
there's
to
only
stay
two
with
left
the
and
rest
one
of
of them is
them.
Neville, you can
Just
talk
not
them into
safe
killing them
wandering
for
off
you.
alone with a killer on the loose.
Are you all right?
A guest has been murdered, so it begins.
How did you know?
Mark my words, this entire party...
Premonition.
is a trap. Someone wants us all dead, and now they have
Deadly
their chance.
premonition.
Right now, my main concern is figuring out who the killer is. She may be young, but Divisi is a suspect just like everyone else. I've seen enough in my time to know that anyone is capable of murder if they have the right motivation. She's afraid, and for good reason. If the killer strikes again, they may very well pick an easy target, like Mathilde. She needn't worry, though. I'm a trained soldier, with 20 years of experience dealing with situations like this. On my honor, this killer will be caught and dealt with. Nords are raised to be cold-blooded killers. Don't take your eyes off Nels if you value your life. I'll bet anything he's our murderer. Primo was a young man, strong and full of life. Surely he would have been able to defend himself against an attacker. You'd be
All right,
surprised
so who next?
So the
Just
other
not
guests are
safe
trying
to
to
go wandering off alone
themselves
with the
discover
killer
who
on
the
the
killer
loose.
is.
And so Neville thinks it's the Nord, or Nels. She thinks it's Nels, and she doesn't rightly know.
I am legit curious. Maybe we can try this a different playthrough. Is to go and like flick all these people in the nuts hard enough that they hate us, and then the killing start. And I wonder if we become a suspect.
Yeah. So is that everybody? We talked to everybody then?
Shoot, I think so. Everybody alive.
Okay. All right. So who goes next, Joe? Neville.
I think the old woman is the least. She's still so not interesting.
Yeah.
I mean,
I know we have played it out before, where it was her, Nels, and Neville.
yeah.
But it isn't interesting how that plays out.
Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. And with the...
Ready?
We will be doing this many, many times. Then they will forever live in the purgatory of if this house party gone wrong. Did you hear?
Did you
Somebody
hear?
just died back there.
I don't care about the gold anymore. I just want to get out of here. I'm going to try all the windows and doors and see if I can't get one open.
Good, I'm glad she's dead. I can tell you that because we're friends. Matilda didn't like me just because I'm a Dunmer. She got what she deserved.
Can I be honest with you? Nels won't stop looking at me. At first I was flattered, but now he's scaring me. He could be the
So
killer.
yeah, Nels, she's now
I could
starting to
be
blame
next.
him.
Yeah.
Neville is a trained killer. That
Oh.
fascist pig killed
No,
those
maybe she
people.
thinks
I just
both of
know
them.
it. Primo was my chance. Do you understand me? He was wealthy. He could take me away someplace. Whoever did this will pay.
And like, yeah, sort of the people's true nature kind of
Don't
coming
go far.
out.
It's too
Like,
dangerous to go wandering
she was
around.
really only interested in him for his money.
It's not for being stalked like animals in the forest. I'm still not sure if the killer is one of the other guests or is hiding somewhere in the house. One thing I do know is that the killer won't just stop with two. They never do. You and I will need to watch each other's backs.
I know, it's so
Got my own
apt.
armor and sword in a chest upstairs. It's time I geared up and showed this coward just...
And again, I bet those conversations would be different if he still didn't like us.
Yeah.
You want my honest opinion? I think Nels is the killer, but I haven't yet ruled out that Davisi may be working with him. Matilda's murder saddens me, friend, but not for the reason you may think. 10 years ago, when I was in my prime.
Well, that's kind of narcissistic.
Now I'm old, and my instincts have failed. I let that woman
He
down.
blames himself, you know.
Yeah.
That mead-swilling barbarian killed those two people. I'm sure of it. I don't have the proof just yet, but I'm watching him. Don't you worry, my friend. Nels won't get away with this, not on my watch.
Should I go take this armor?
Sure. Oh, right. Okay, so when if you convince Neville to go kill somebody, he will put on his Legion armor to do it. I wonder if he'd even attempt it without it.
Don't worry, my friend.
It would be so awesome if, they kind of put the bodies in the, basement or something.
Yeah. I feel like, man, like in our game, like having something maybe not quite as bleak as this, but something similar.
Yeah, I mean, you can do this. You can do like a soft tilt.
Yeah.
You can do a soft tilt.
I haven't seen death like this in a long, long time. It's a bit more than my nerves can handle, I'm afraid. I plan to gather up every drop of drink in this house and keep it to myself. If things get any worse around here...
Maybe the most
I
tragic
find
figure
comfort
here.
there, you see.
Yeah.
So far, the killer has claimed 2 victims. If they plan on adding Davisi to that list, they can think again. I won't let any harm come to that girl. Some bloodthirsty monster killed that woman in cold blood. It's obvious to me one of the other guests killed her to eliminate the competition. Assuming that's true, who's next? You? Me? We need to keep our eyes open, friend. And we do well not to trust the others.
I don't know if this is too much of a spoiler to say about And Then There Were None, the Agatha Christie book. Mm-hmm. Is that the true killer actually fakes their own death, or fakes their own murder, so they can keep killing. You know, that could be an interesting dynamic.
Yeah.
With 2 of us now dead, it seems like the others are looking for Neville for protection. The fools. He'll kill them like he did the others. That's right. I think Neville is the murderer. I can't prove it yet, but he'll slip up, just you wait. Whatever you do, don't turn your back on him.
I'm kind of thinking Neville's next, Joe.
Okay.
Don't go far. It's too dangerous to go wandering around this house.
Something else to like improve the Whodunit is to have like a secret
Of Onamichi?
secret of Onamichis, but also secret hideouts and entrance, or like secret hallways and stuff.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, you couldn't have been the killer because you were in the kitchen, It's like, except I know the secret, whatever.
Yeah, I know. It's like you could take this model and just like expand upon it so much.
And you even think like Gone Home, like that, the secret entrances and stuff. And that obviously wasn't a whodunit murder mystery, but you had that mysterious element and some better AI, some better scripting, and this could be really, really, really cool. I mean, it's already amazing,
Yeah.
best in class, but there's room for improvement. If only some enterprising young gentleman would
I certainly don't want to
make a
defend
game
it.
that.
Neville next?
Yeah, let's kill Neville.
You think so?
Sure. Hey, friend. Oh, fuck! Did she see? She doesn't look like she saw.
Only 3 of us left.
Okay, alright.
Certainly no murderer, and I know it's not you. That leaves
I know
one
it's not
person.
you.
We must protect ourselves. Find
And that's just because our charisma score is so high.
It's Nels. He's the murderer. We have to get him before he gets us. Do you understand what I'm saying? We have to kill Nels.
So this is an interesting. Oh, she's
No,
Uh-oh.
no. Let me talk to Nels. No.
Nels, buddy,
Nels.
buddy.
My friend.
Okay.
Please stay safe. 3 of us have been murdered. Besides you and me, there's only one guest left. If you know what I'm saying. I've seen death like this before. Many years ago, my daughter was murdered by bandits who came to our village.
You and me both, buddy.
I need.
We'll have to, after this episode's over, we're pouring one out for Nels.
Yeah, Nels the naughty.
I swear to you, my friend, if anyone tries to harm that sweet girl, I will tear them limb from limb. Whoever killed the other.
He seems
will
like he's the
strike
closest
again.
to understanding that we're
They're
the
getting
killer.
into this house
Yeah.
somehow, which means there must be a way out.
Or
as
at
well.
least some other
We need to find
party.
the secret exit and escape this madhouse.
Next time we play, we should leave the rich kid and the old woman alive, last, just to see how that plays out.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever done it that way.
You want to know how I really feel about Neville's death? I'm afraid. I may hate the Imperial Legion, but its members are trained warriors. Neville was probably the most capable fighter among us, yet he was cut down silently, just a few rooms away. I fear one of us is not who they appear. This isn't the work of some greedy houseguest. There's an assassin among us. You mark my words. We must watch ourselves at every step.
Okay, so I think she's gonna try to kill Nels, and I think Nels might let it happen.
Yeah.
Where are you going?
We'll
What are
see
you
what
doing?
happens here.
We need to keep our eyes on
Oh,
each other.
fuck.
Wow, he went
He-
down like a bag of rocks.
Yeah, sorry, Nels.
Hey,
Oh, can it really be true? Can the killer really be dead? This has been such a nightmare. I just want to find a way out of this house and go home. Oh, can it really be?
Okay.
what's great too is that, like, I think the quest, like we talked about, they wanted us to kill her first, you know?
Yeah. But, you know, there's legit dialogue for her being the last. And it's like that moment in Whodunit. It's like, oh, I'm safe. I'm safe. The killer has finally been, you know, apprehended or dispatched or whatever.
Yeah. Is that too brutal?
I think we would get would that forfeit our
Bonus.
bonus? Okay. Well, adios.
Oh.
Pretty fucked up. Okay, let's go collect our reward, and at some future point, we will be doing this many
Yeah.
times. Maybe for years yet to come.
Yeah.
This could be a recurring bit.
Yeah. It's like
God,
anytime we
it's-
need to like feel good about ourselves.
Go murder a bunch of house guests. Ugh.
And throw on the old. Feels
Okay,
good to be
so
back.
we're walking away from the house and we're pulling up our hood. That's the scene.
on a
that-
rainy, dark street. We're like, we're the
Yeah.
Batman.
Because Batman murders people.
Yeah, that's
House party.
That's his like key characteristic is that Batman kills people.
Only in the gritty movie universe. Yep. It was a good one. I hope everybody enjoyed it.
Yeah. And didn't give us a thumbs down for cruelty.
Or coolty.
Cool. Tea.
Is that a slogan for the brand of iced tea?
Yeah. Cool tea. Cool tea, bruh. Hey, Dark Guardian!
Buddy!
To see you
It's
again.
Dainava.
Well done. Not only did you kill the five
the mother's
guests,
blessing.
you acted as an agent of terror.
I wonder how they know.
You have
It
earned
would be
your
cool if there would have
reward
been
and
like
bonus,
portraits with
assassin.
peepholes,
Yeah,
May
like
it find
Scooby-Doo
you now
stuff.
by Mother's blessing. May she
Like
walk
watching it
always
and-
guide your hand as you act in accordance
they
with
couldn't
the
show you what
five
was going on behind the picture.
Wow, that was Whodunit, everybody.
Yeah, exciting. Exciting.
Excellent.
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 Yeah, we were totally villainous. Those people probably didn't deserve it.
No. Hey, Vicente.
You are like a
How are you?
gift from the Night Mother herself. Please,
Yep.
tell me how I can...
All right. Well, we'll see you guys next Tuesday for
Blah.
the next quest.
Next quest. More burps.
More burps. Burp quest.
Burp quest.
Burp, burp, burp 2.0.
On Sunday. Burp quest.
All right. See you, everybody.
Bye.